Apollo, mapriso ta anak. Apollos Kutamora, and as Pastor said, I grew up as a pastor's kid from Mindanao. 1988, itawag si Papa sa Ginoo to start a work in Bacolod, Davao del Norte, and for 8 years, that work was established, and he turned it over to his pastor friend, Pastor Soli Lumantas, and we started again another church, another mission work in Ipil, Zamboanga, Sibugay. When I was young, it was my mom who won me to the Lord. And 16 years old, after I graduated high school, I got a scholarship for mass communication from a university in Mindanao. But I went to the youth camp during summer. And the theme was, sanctify yourselves, for tomorrow the Lord will do wonders among you. From Joshua 3:5. And that was the youth camp. Every message I was crying because my heart is already very right to surrender to the Lord. And the last message of the camp, the last night, supposed to be the host pastor, Pastor Anlap, will be preaching, but instead of preaching, he just recited the verse, Joshua 3:5, many times over. And then he said, bow down your heads and close your eyes. Nag-invitation sa diritso, wala na wali-wali. And I was one of the first two people who went forward, and I told the Lord, I already got a scholarship. I want to pursue these things that I like, but different gihapon, Lord, kung ikaw ang mahimo wonders sa akong life. So I leave everything to you. Here is my life. Use me. And then, ipatindog me, everyone who surrendered Bible College. We lined up in front of the stage, and my dad was running from behind, from the back. And he went up stage, and then he Elsa, and then he turned me around. It's like a Disney princess. Because he was very happy that one of his 3 boys now is surrendering for whole-time service. I was sent to Bible Baptist College, Cebu, and there, a missionary from Ethiopia before, who is now in Zanzibar, doing work in Ethiopia before, he mentioned in his preaching Psalm 68 verse 31. It's a prophetic verse saying, Ethiopia shall soon stretch out her hands unto God. And that verse took grip of my heart, and then during the invitation, I went forward, not really surrendering for Ethiopia. I just told the Lord, yan ako ang Ginoo. Lord, indo taong taano nga kung matuman to prophecy, isa ko sa mga instruments niya yung gamit. I'm saying, brother, that Lord, that will really be nice that when that prophecy is fulfilled, I am one of those instruments you use. That what the Bible said happened. And so I left that altar 2004. The following year, my dad died at 42 years old, very young, and I was tasked to take over the work. And for 2 years, I pastored a church in Ipil, Zamboanga, Sibugay, until I met an accident. Nabali ko sa motor. I was riding my bike, and I hit the side railing because I was supposed to have head-on collision with a tricycle. But so, i-avoid na ko, and I hit the railing, and I broke my leg. And ang bukog ni gawas din sa panic, and then nadurog akong diri paa. And the decision in the prologue is to amputate my leg. And so we asked for a second opinion, so we were forwarded to Cebu City because there are orthopedic specialists there. And so dito nabalik ko Cebu after 2 years, and because the doctor said ang akong recovery is very lengthy, so he said pwede ang atong brethren, they will wait for me until I'm well. And so what happened was the work was turned over, and my younger brother was the one who took over the work. And for the past 18 years, he has been pastoring a church in Mindanao. And my brother and I, God used us in the different ministries in Katipunan under Dr. Armin Salva for the past 18 years as well. And now he is in London to be a tent maker missionary. And then we are also preparing as a family to go to Ethiopia. But before that, we used to be the ones handling the youth ministry for 6 or 7 years in Cebu, and then I was also leading the choir, and then he was in the production team leading, and we were both teachers in Sunday school and also teachers in Baguio's Christian Academy. So a lot of things we do in church, and I wondered when God confirmed the call for Ethiopia, I asked the Lord, why are you calling us? We already have a lot of things on our plate here. But God will always call those who are already working. We're doing something for Him. God will not call those people who are not doing anything for Him. Because when they go to the field, they will also be doing nothing. It's the same thing. And so, 2022, God confirmed the call to go to Ethiopia using the last message of the missions conference in our church. It was Dr. Mark Chapel from Phoenix, Arizona, preaching. After he read his text and prayed, on screen was flashed the title of his message, and the title was, "What Are You Waiting For?" And so that was our go signal. And so the rest is history. We were commissioned at ABC Katipunan under Pastor Kent, our new senior pastor, the son of Dr. Army, to go to Ethiopia, and then we were accepted sa Asian Baptist Hearing House 2023 February. But wala kami dayon, we weren't able to start our deputation immediately because I had to finish all my responsibilities in church. I had to finish my school year Baptist Christian Academy and also the Youth Congress. All the preparations, I should be there because we were the ones taking care of the youth ministry. And so we were delayed for about half a year as a reputation, but the blessing is 10 months ago, God gave me again the courage to ride a motorcycle. For 17 years, I promised myself, never will I ever ride a motorcycle again because of trauma. But then, ang pagsulti sa Ginoo sa Polos, sayang imong day. If you only go to churches and deputation during Sundays and Wednesdays, you can only go to limited number of churches and meet limited number of pastors. And so since then, halos every day, 80% of the 10 months, I go around even on regular days to meet pastors and go to churches to share the burden, talk to them personally, give them my prayer card. And so it's really physically tiring because I traveled around now for maybe around 50,000 kilometers, the whole Philippines. I just came from a 3-month deputation from Luzon. And I was able to go around, including Palawan, I was able to go around 20 provinces in Luzon. I went to as far as Kalinga, Cagayan, Isabela, Ilocos Sur, Benguet, La Union, Pampanga, and here, even Camarines, Albay, Masbate. Motora tanan, by the grace of God. It's really hard. It was really hard physically because I have disability. Dili akong PL is straight lang, is mapilok. And then shorter by 2 inches by right.